to my channel. My name is Jamie and this is Let's Talk About It. So today I am here with my collection of my girls from the 1960s, I call them. I have like other dolls from the 60s, but they're like a little bit on a younger age doll. Is that what I'm trying to say? These are more when you're getting older, fashion dolls, and you want to do hair and makeup and dress them. Most of the girls we're going to talk about today too, I got at yard sales this summer. So let's get into this. So the first doll we're going to talk about today is Skipper Roberts. Guys, Skipper Roberts came out in 1964. And she is Bobby's little sister. So Skipper was created by Mattel along with the doll Midge because they were getting a lot of criticism because they were saying that Bobby was a sex symbol. So they made Midge, which was a little bit of a softer side, not as fierce as Bobby was, and they came out with Skipper because they wanted like Bobby to have a baby, but Mattel didn't want Bobby to be domesticated, so they decided to make a Skipper instead and have her babysit. So this is why they ended up coming out with Skipper. And she also had a friend Scooter, which was Midge's sister, and she's cool because she has this weird creepy smile. I see her at a lot of doll conventions. I definitely need to add this girl to my collection. And I happen to have the blonde Skipper, but they have a brunette and redhead, and I love them. Next up, we have Tammy. And Tammy came out in 1962 by the Ideal Toy Company. And she's about 12 inches tall. She is based off of the character Tammy in the 1957 film Tammy and the Bachelor. And she had 3 versions. The first one was Tammy standing straight up. And then there was a second one with her bendy legs, which is what I got here. And then there was a third one that made her be a little bit older looking, and her name was Grown Up Tammy. And they also released an African American version of this one too. She also had family and friends. She had a mom, a dad, 2 brothers that were Ted and Pete, and a sister Pepper that we're going to talk about. She had a group of friends called Dodie, Salty, Misty, and Patty. And she had a boyfriend named Bud. But right around the time they made Bud, in around like 1966, 67, they ended up stopping the production of Tammy because her popularity wasn't as good. But for the time that they made the dolls, that was a short amount of time, I see these dolls everywhere. There's like no shortage of Tammy dolls. But she did inspire the United Kingdom Cindy doll to be made. So Tammy is a very important doll. I hope to get a different one in the future because see this hair, I don't like it. You're supposed to twirl it around here, and that was supposed to be a look, I guess, but it's not the look I like. There's another Tammy doll I want. She's dressed in red and it's like the school spirit one. That's the one I want. This one I got in a lot with all these other dolls except for the last 2 we talk about. And I got her for basically nothing. I just had to like clean her off. She did smell like cigarette smoke. I'm hoping that goes away soon. But yeah, so this is all the clothes I have for her too. She only had this rain jacket. It is a Tammy rain jacket too, but it's discolored, and yeah, so once I get a new one, I will sell her. Next is Tammy's sister Peppa, and she came out in 1963. And she is an 8-inch doll. She came with straight legs or the Posen doll legs, which is what they called them, Posen doll. She has rooted hair that came in several different colors. One of them is carrot and has freckles. The other one is brunette and blonde, and I think this is the brunette, their brunette doll, because I haven't seen them any darker than this girl's hair. And she has the side glancing eyes and pale pink lips, and she is too cute. I love her so much. I love her. Now the friend of hers is the Patty doll. One of Tammy's friends must have a younger sister, and her name is Patty, and I need to get her in my collection. I love her hair. I actually did her hair myself. I gave her a good washing. She's another one that smelled like cigarette smoke. I had to give all these dolls a deep washing when I got them. The next girl is Tressie. Tressie came out in 1963 by the American Character Toy Company out of New York. What is interesting about her is she was trademarked with the hair that grows. So you could pull her hair out and it would grow. So you could style her hair in different styles. Her face had a waxy coat on top of it, so you could put makeup on her and wash it off, and put makeup on her and wash it off. So that was really cool. I don't know if they had a doll that was doing that before this doll, but I think that's really cool. I have her dressed up in one of the outfits that I found in the lot of clothes with her, and I think she looks so cute. Here is where her hair would be wound up in the back. It came with like a key, and the key would wrap around her waist on her original outfit. She did have friends, Mary Makeup, which we're going to talk about next, and her company, American Character Company, they went bankrupt, and the Ideal Toy Company took over the license and the trademark of her, and they actually made dolls to play with Chrissy. And like she's a bigger Tressie doll, and they have a Carrie doll, and there's a few of them on there. So that's where all those dolls came from. Next we have Tressie's friend Mary Makeup, and she came out in 1964 and stopped production when the company went out of business in 1967. She is the cosmetic doll, and she also came with like makeup tools, brushes, a book, eyebrow pencils and markers. She comes with a booklet, and she also has a waxy coat on top of her face so you could put makeup on and wash it off. She came with earrings, and she has the same dress as Tressie. They both had like a similar red dress, and but I don't think she needs a key for her back. No, she doesn't. She, honestly, I thought she was one of those like Dollar Tree dolls. Like, she looks super cheap. I can't believe this is what the kids were given back in the day to play with, but I guess this was cool, you know? I'm happy to have her in my collection. Her face is in really good condition. If you see others, they don't have like the lips on there anymore. The eyes are scratched off, and yeah, so she's definitely one you want in your collection. Next, we have a doll by Vogue, and in 1965 they came out with this doll, and her name is Love Me Linda, or if you bought her from Sears, her name was Pretty as a Picture. And there was two different versions of her. One came with a teardrop on her cheek, and the other one is like mine. This is her real outfit except for the shoes, and I'm missing the tights. And yeah, she has a painted face and a jointed arms and legs, and she's jointed at the waist. And she's a big-eyed doll. She was inspired by the Margaret Keane paintings back in the 60s. There was a bunch of dolls that came out with big eyes. Little Miss No Name and Lonely Lisa is my favorite. I love Lonely Lisa. That's like a bucket list doll. But yeah, had to have her. Okay, so next is Chrissy. Now, Chrissy doll was made in 1968 by the Ideal Toy Company. But they didn't own the idea, the concept of the hair that grows. American Character had owned that with Tressie. But as I told you before, the Tressie company went out of business and they sold it to Ideal. So Ideal got to make Chrissy. And Chrissy came with the same type of mechanism. You can wind the hair back up to short by twisting the thing on her back, that little knob, and you just pull the hair out. I'm not gonna pull the hair out because it took me forever to get this look down. Chrissy's hair is not my favorite by any means. I cannot deal with any of her looks. It's hard for me to like her hair. She also had some friends and family. She had Tressie, obviously. They made a bigger Tressie, and now I need her. They had Carrie, Velvet, Velvet's sister Cinnamon, Baby Chrissy, and Tara. And I kind of want them all now. So guys, that is my collection of the girls from the 1960s. What did you think, guys? Which one of these girls did you have from back in the day? And which one did you like the best? So guys, if you like this video, please press like, subscribe, and I'll see you later.